Good evening and welcome once again to Superscreen News at 6, broadcasting to you live from Lagos. I am Olamide Onwuka. Many thanks for joining us. A federal high court sitting in Lagos State has struck out a suit filed by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, freezing the sum of $5.3 billion domiciled in a bank account and linked to the wife of the former president, Patience Jonathan, and 6 others. Justice Olatoregun struck out the suit at the instance of the EFCC, who filed an application to discontinue the same. The judge also criticized the EFCC for engaging in forum shopping by filing multiple suits on the seizure of the funds, one with a total of $8 billion and another for 7.35 billion naira. The judge had ordered the EFCC to file an undertaking as to damages if it turned out that the order was erroneously granted. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has recovered property and cash worth 2.273 billion naira from Governor Ayodele Fayose, the former Deputy Governor Iyola Omishore, and a former Minister of State for Defense, Senator Musiliu Obanikoro, out of the 4.685 billion allocated to them by the Office of the National Security Advisor. Report says the cash, which was sourced from the $2.1 billion voted for arms procurement, was meant for the 2014 governorship campaign by Fayose and Omishore on the ticket of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. The trial of Omishore by EFCC is expected to begin in a moment because charges have been referred and filed against him. The EFCC is awaiting a date from the court for the arraignment of Omishore, who is likely to be rearrested, but the prosecution of Fayose is withheld till after the completion of his tenure and immediately hands over to the next governor of the state. Now, a group of Nigerians in the United Kingdom have rallied in support of President Muhammadu Buhari. Members of the group are expressing support for the Buhari-led administration, adding that the president is resettling the country on the path of growth and development. The leader of the group, Stephen Kifordu, who spoke to journalists, said there is no credible alternative to President Muhammadu Buhari and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo in the 2019 election, noting that the group represents the aspiration of many Nigerians who want progress for the country. Kifordu also said Nigeria is attractive to investors because of President Buhari's fight against corruption in the country. Now, following a statement issued by the Rivers State chapter of the All Progressives Congress APC that the People's Democratic Party PDP be held responsible for electoral violence and malpractices in the state, the Rivers State chapter of PDP has strongly denied the claims. Secretary of the Grassroots Development Initiative, GDI, Samuel Wanosike, so denied the allegations, adding that the APC is the main sponsor of electoral vices in the state.
I want to state clearly that in all the processes so far, the local government councillorship primaries that have gone ahead in Rivers East Senatorial District, Rivers West Senatorial District, and the one that is ongoing today, Rivers South Senatorial District, shows clearly that the will of the people are carrying the order of the day. All over the world, there is no democracy that is perfect, or there is no democratic process that will come up 100%. But to state the obvious, that the APC will want to say that everybody so wicked should produce men and women who participated in violence in Degem and local government, when the many went for their manifesto program in Degem and in Bakana precisely, is senseless, it doesn't make any meaning. Because we understand that it is the Nigerian police responsibility to go after those that break our law. And it is the responsibility of the Nigerian army to make sure our territory and within our territories are protected from those who want to destroy our life and our crops.
Wanosike called on the APC to put its house in order and desist from causing chaos on the stage through unguarded statements aimed at inciting the opposition party.
We have the Women Briggs faction, we have the Prince faction, we have the Delecos faction, we have the Secretary Davis faction, and we have the Magnus Abbes faction, with the current Minister of Transportation looking misled and misdirected by his style of political leadership. It is obvious that they cannot even participate in any forthcoming election because a house divided among itself cannot stand. Now the worry is, why will a political party that have pulled out of a credible process decides to throw spanner in the wheel of progress of that process by only considering the activities of the People's Democratic Party, not minding that the other political parties, something political parties who have released the press statements before today, stating clearly that they are participating in the forthcoming local government election. It is obvious that the ABC has been decimated in Rivers State.
He urged the electorate to exercise their civic rights without intimidation and participate in the forthcoming local government election in the state. The armed robbers have killed a policeman in robbery attacks launched on a bank in Ifaki, Ekiti, in the Idosi local government area of Ekiti State. Report says the robbers, whose numbers could not be ascertained, did not enter the bank, but shattered the glass at the bank entrance with bullets. Social and economic activities were paralyzed for about 30 minutes as frightened residents reportedly fled in different directions. According to eyewitness, the attack happened some minutes after 4 p.m. after the bank had closed for the day. The Rector, Defense Information, Brigadier General John Ajim, has appealed to political leaders to avoid playing politics with matters of national security, especially in the ongoing fight against insurgency. Ajim made the appeal while briefing the journalist on the success of the ongoing military operation nationwide. He confirmed that a total of 183 criminals were arrested in Operation IM Akpatuma between Benue and Taraba State, with several arms and ammunition recovered in the process. He confirmed that a total of 183 persons were arrested. Ajim also commended the civil authorities and state governors for their support during the polls. The Police Service Commission, PSC, has announced the promotion of 18 senior officers. The new promotion, which was contained in a statement and signed by the spokesperson for the PSC, Ikechukwu Ani, approved promotion of senior police officers. Amongst them is Ibrahim Mago, the acting chairman of Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, who was promoted to the rank of a full commissioner from deputy commissioner. The commission also approved the promotion of Agbola Clover, Ghazali Mohammed, Ibekwe Abdullah, an assistant inspector general of police. The 2 months ultimatum given by the Sultan of Sokoto Saadod Abubakar III that Fulani headsmen should fish out the killer headsmen amongst them has been generating reactions. A cross-section of Nigerians who spoke to Superscreen on the news today expressed divergent views. While some thought the sincerity of the Sultan's intention as regards the ultimatum given, others condemned the leaders for paving lip service to security of lives and properties.
What the man doing is a very nice thing. Then our soldiers, security operators, what are they doing? They should help for this crisis. You know, this type of killings and other things can make the country disintegrate.
It's just saying for saying sake, because we haven't heard such a statement for long. they are not serious. They know who is who among of the leaders, and those henchmen, they know them. Because you cannot tell me every now and then they are killing people in every state of the federation, and there's never a time they brought anybody to present to the public that this is a person that is killing people. So automatically they are not serious. They know what they are doing.
Police cannot do their work. Army cannot do their work. Our government, our president, everybody, I don't know. I don't just know. People are dying every day, and they didn't even care. People are killing dozens all the time. Every day, when you see newspaper, you listen to news, they're killing.
Nigeria now, everything is not moving up because of this thing that happened. Every day you hearing the killings, Benue killings, Bronu killings here and there, and the government is there. They are not doing anything.
I think our government will do something. They will put on the measure that makes everybody to be safe. Our country is very good. Our country, we have man capacity, and we have everything here, but our government are not doing us well.
They also speak on possible solutions to the herdsmen-farmers crisis befalling the nation.
The president is the problem. Why Fulani herdsmen are killing? He said because they don't have land to train the cow. Is it the way federal governor supposed to talk? Instead, the president will say that let everybody that training any cow or this go to his farm where you are training. This is individual business. It's not Nigeria business. How can you expose a car everywhere, damaging people's something?
I understand the point that, okay, someone who has a force is talking, but we should be concerned about building institutions and not individuals. The Southern of Sokoto, fine, is a big traditional ruler, traditional in the north, but what is the work of the security agencies? Do we have to wait for big men to talk before security agencies do their work? So that is the issue.
All the security agents or whatever should join hands together and get the solution to it. So these Fulani henchmen, how do they get their gun? Who give them the gun? Our president said that Gaddafi sponsored them, give them gun. If Gaddafi sponsored them or whoever sponsored them, can the commander-in-chief command the soldiers or whoever to arrest those Fulani henchmen or declare them as a terrorist group?
What we have is the same story. So involvement of Sultan of Sokoto cannot solve the problem of Nigeria. But to me, it is what government will do collectively, individually, meet the people in their community there. What is their problem? If it is what they will dialogue with them, they will dialogue and provide the social amenities to them, so that they can feel the impact of the government. When they are not feeling the impact of government, they will start destroying, killing themselves.
Nigerians speaking there on the possible solutions to the herdsmen and farmers crisis befalling the nation. The Federal Ministry of Education has inducted 700 newly recruited teachers for Unity schools nationwide. The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Sonny Ekono, disclosed this during an induction course for teachers on educational planning and administration. Ekono said the aim of the course is to familiarize the teachers with the ethics and norms of their chosen profession. He warned that any teacher caught in misconduct within the 2-year probation period would be fired. The NIPA head of training, James Fadokun, said the induction course is the third phase, noting that phase 1 was done in 2016 and phase 2 early in 2018. You're watching Superscreen News at 6, broadcasting to you live from Lagos. We'll take a break now. When we return, we'll take some business stories. Stay with us. Welcome back to Superscreen News at 6, and now for some business stories. The federal government has started moves aimed at putting an end to rifts between permanent secretaries and all the stakeholders in public sector administration. The head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Winifred Oyoita, who disclosed this, said the move is part of government's deliberate efforts to rebuild mutual trust and confidence amongst parties concerned in order to enhance service delivery of Nigerians. Acting Chairman of the Federal Civil Service Commission, Simon Etem, identified the disbursement of funds and procurement matters as the major causes of the friction. Etim also said there is a need for constant consultation and dialogue between the permanent secretaries and ministers or other political heads. Secretary to the government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, has commended motor dealers in the country for contributing 400 billion naira to gross domestic product GDP. Boss gave the commendation in a statement by Director of Press, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Lawrence Ojabo. He thanked the association for also reducing the rate of unemployment and encouraging economic diversification. Reacting to this, the national president of the association, Adebola Adedoyin, solicited for waiver on custom duties on imported vehicles by the members. Adedoyin said the association would recognize its structure and business outlets as well as review its membership to help reduce crimes and contribute to economic development in Nigeria. An integrated agricultural project is being planned for Ekiti State that may lead to the creation of 25,000 jobs, according to the facilitator of the initiative. A fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria and stock market trader Muyiwa Kuka disclosed this in a statement that 200,000 hectares of land would be needed for the project. Already, he said, there is contacting some partners working with the United Nations for the establishment of the Integrated Agriculture Initiative specially tailored for Ekiti State. Kuka, who is a governorship aspirant of the All Progressive Congress in Ekiti State, said they have planned to establish mechanized farms which will process farm produce for consumption by people and create employment and wealth for at least 25,000 youths. And now for some stock market. The Naira is expected to remain stable against the United States dollars in the coming weeks as the Central Bank of Nigeria continues to intervene in the foreign exchange market. The CBN on Wednesday injected $210 million into the foreign market about a week after it had injected $200 million into the market. Analysts and forex traders said the Naira would likely remain stable in the week ahead, boosted by the CBN's ability to intervene in the currency market amidst rising foreign exchange reserves and higher crude prices. The country's external reserves had hit $47 billion as of April 16, providing more ammunition for the Central Bank of Nigeria. The country runs a 2-year-old multiple foreign exchange system, which has been criticized by the International Monetary Fund (IMF). On the official market, the Naira was quoted at around 305.60 per dollar on Thursday, while importers bid for the dollars from the CBN was 337 Naira. We'll take a break now. When we return, we'll take some foreign news plus some sports stars. Stay with us.
Before they come, they're supposed to, give us some